yeah, this is just gonna be an update video, basically. I wasn't posting for 2 weeks. I did not post like a single YouTube video, which sucks. Basically, I have a kind of like, what is it called? Excuse to why I wasn't posting. It's because I'm in flight school. I already kind of semi-talked about it in my recent video, so if you want to see that, you can watch that. But this is like more in-depth kind of video, sort of, I guess. It's just like me retelling what it is and then just adding like stories and stuff like that, you know, that kind of stuff, and like how this came to be. So yeah, I'm in flight school, which is basically ground school because I'm not in the air. I already said that. So yeah, I'm getting my private pilot license, and which is crazy because that means I'm going to be like getting my license before I get my actual like driver's license, which is crazy. In the States, I don't know if it's different everywhere else. I feel like it isn't. I feel like it's the same. But in the States, you can get your private pilot license when you turn 17. And since I'm 17, I can do that. So that's what I'm doing. Anyways, so basically how this thing goes, right? I have officially graduated from high school. So I have my diploma. I can't show you it, but I have it. I have my diploma, and now I have to actually figure out what I'm doing with my life, because when you get your diploma, you're kind of like an adult now. So basically, that's what I'm doing. And my career choice was to do EMT and then eventually go to become like a paramedic. That was my idea, right? Ever since I've been on TikTok and scrolling and seeing different jobs and stuff like that, being like an airline pilot seems like the coolest thing in the world. I don't know why, it just does. So now careers have changed, and now when you like become an airline pilot, you have to get your private and then go to school to like advance your knowledge and stuff like that. Yeah, so now I'm starting the process of doing that. So I don't know. Comment down. I can finally say that now. But I can finally say that now. But yeah, actually, comment down below if you actually are interested. If you're interested in my journey, or just what it's like to do ground school and stuff like that, comment down below. I will probably answer it. If you don't want to comment, that's fine. This is just for my future, I guess. Just journal diaries. I don't fucking know. Video diaries or some shit. I don't know. Just to keep intact what I was talking about. Anyways, so yeah. How this came to be. If you don't remember, if you're new and you're watching this video for some reason, hi. I have tons of other videos on my channel. But one of my videos, I dyed my hair blue. Do you want to know what happened when I dyed my hair blue that same exact day after I finished filming that? My sister came into the room being like, because like a couple weeks before that, she was like, I signed up, she signed up to go to ground school, right? She wanted to try it out, you know? And she was always talking about it with me, because this is at the point where I'm like iffy about going to ground school, right? Because I was like talking about the idea of going, but I never like fully acted on it, right? So you know, she was talking about it, and she was kind of like, oh yeah, I already signed up, like we should get you signed up for it too, like we should tell like dad to get you signed up and stuff like that, you know? And I'm over here like, I kind of don't want to go back to, I don't want to go back to school so quickly, you know? Like, I don't want to go to school. And me thinking what pilot school or ground school is supposed to be, like, a bunch of, like, old dudes trying to get their license. Like, I didn't want to go in class, and there's, like, this, like, old guy teaching, and, like, they're gonna be mean and stuff like that, because it's, like, pilots, and, like, it's all, like, rich people and stuff like that. That's what I was thinking, that, like, that's what pilot school was, and I didn't want to do that because I have, like, anxiety, you know? And I'm thinking, like, oh, because it's, like, the winter time, not a lot of people are gonna be signing up to be, like, a pilot, so, you know, like, there's probably gonna be, like, nobody in the class. There's probably gonna be, like, me and my sister and, like, 2 other dudes that are, like, super old and stuff like that, or they're, like, in their middle-aged, having their, like, midlife crisis or something like that, you know? No offense to people who are actually that age. I'm just scared of adults, okay? I'm just scared of adults, okay? And I just did not want to do that, and I didn't want, like, an old guy teaching me, teaching me the ropes, Not in that way, but just, like, because it's, I don't know, school, stuff like that. I just did not, because I'm bad at focusing on stuff, like, really bad. Like, I probably have, like, ADHD or something like that, and it's just undiagnosed for, like, my whole life, Because I'm bad at that stuff. And I just didn't want to get taught by, like, an old guy with a bunch of other old guys, just, like, and then being, like, behind the class or something like that, Being behind and being, like, the lowest graded person and stuff like that. I just did not want to do that. So I was, like, very much not fully confident with my academic abilities, right? Even though I did graduate early, still. So I would just, cause kind of putting it off, being like, I don't want to do that, but I didn't want to tell her. I would just be like, oh, I forgot to tell Dad today and stuff like that, until Tuesday. Tuesday. And if you don't know Tuesdays are my post days. And that's when I was doing my blue-haired video. And on that Tuesday, that exact Tuesday, I'll, like, put in pictures. But on that exact Tuesday was my sister's class of doing ground school. That was the first day of ground school. For her, mind you, for her. Because I did not sign up yet at all. Not signed up, nothing. Tell me why my sister was like, you should just call Dad. You should just call Dad and tell him, like, to join, and, like, I can pay for the class, and then he can just pay me back and stuff like that. And I did not want to go, and my sister was just like, can you please just come with me, because I'm scared and I don't want to go by myself. And I was like, I'm such a people pleaser. Y'all don't even know. I'm such a people pleaser, and it's my sister, and I love her. So I was like, fine, let's do it, right? So we go into, like, my sister calls the place being like, hey, can my sister still sign up, and, like, all this stuff, because there's, like, an amount of people who can be in the class, and it's 10. When I heard that, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be, like, the stupidest one there. Like, legit, I was thinking, I'm gonna be the stupidest person in that class. Like, it's gonna be, like, all, like, people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s in that class, and I'm just gonna be the stupid one, right? So that's what I was, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, And so we get there, it's, like, the airline place, like, the actual airline, like, the airport, and we go in there, I sign up for my class, and I, like, look at the people who were in the lobby, because everybody's waiting out there, and we're waiting in the lobby, right, me and my sister, and then a bunch of people, and I look at, like, the people. Tell me why. They're all people, like, around my age. I was so, like, happy in that moment, because I was thinking this whole thing that it was just going to be old people. No, there are people who are, like, probably in their 20s and then younger, because there's kids that were going, and I think they're the same age as me, because they're all 17 or 18, I think. 18, 17, 18. I think they're all older than me, but I was so, like, happy in that moment, but I didn't want to show it, because I was like, because, like, that kind of, like, helped me with my anxiety. I was shaking. I'm telling you, like, having social anxiety, like, severe anxiety is just the worst thing. Doing anything is just the worst, because my hands were shaking. I was, like, almost having a panic attack, basically, and I was, like, so nervous, because tell me why my brain is just like, I can't do things that are out of the normal. Like, going to school and doing that stuff. Normal things. Normal people, going to school, doing that kind of stuff. But, like, once it's a new place that I've never been to, it's like anxiety just completely just, like, takes over. I don't know why. But that's just what it is. I can't figure out why. So, anyways. So we head to class, we're meeting the teacher person that's, like, in their 20s, like, probably, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to age them, so I'm just gonna say 20s. They're in their 20s, probably early 20s. They're probably, like, 23 or something. I was so excited in that moment. I was like, oh my god, these people are just, like, around my age. We are going crazy in my brain, But yeah, so for ground school. Oh, yeah, also, that video that I did, because I forgot to say this, that video that I was talking about where I dyed my hair blue, that was the same exact day I went into ground school. So I was the only person with, like, colored hair when I went into class. That was the most embarrassing thing ever, I feel like, for myself. Because it was my very first time having colored hair, like, ever. Like, I did in the past have, like, red, and it was, like, back when everybody was doing, like, the e-girl, like, 2 strips of hair. That was how far I went with color in my hair. And I had fully blue hair. Going into this class, I had fully blue hair. Going into this class, only person in that class, colored hair. Everybody was, like, normal looking, and I was over here just, like, unnatural colored hair. Which, like, if you have colored hair, good for you. For me, it was just too much at that moment. I was going to all of a sudden, I'm going to, like, ground school and meeting these people, and I had colored hair that I've never done in my entire life, fully just blue. It was just too much. It was just too much in that moment. But yeah, after that video came out, I was in ground school. It was posting while I was in ground school. Like, I was, like, looking at it. But yeah, so yeah, I had blue hair for, like, 2 days when I was in ground school. Still in ground school, but, you know, for the first 2 days. And then it's not here anymore, so yeah. And it sucked. Oh my god. But yeah, so this is the whole premise. Basically, I'm telling you all the little facts and details and stuff like that that people need to know, you know, if you want to know. So, ground school is for, like, a month, basically, which is weird to say, because, like, I mean, it's like it's like the same thing as driver's ed, except I feel like I don't know, I've never been to driver's ed, actually. I've never been. That's gonna be another update where I'm going to driver's ed, but as of right now, flight school. It's for the month of February. I'm going to class 2 days out of the week, and that's Tuesdays and Thursdays. So every time when I post, like, I have school tomorrow, but as you're watching this, school. Like, as you're watching this, as this being as this is, like, first out, I'm in ground school right now. Like, I'm in school. We're taking 4 exams. We already finished 1, and guess what? With my academic abilities, my amazing intelligent brain that's very much Einstein's brain is in my head. Just so you know. FYI. It's in there. And because I was actually trying. So, because usually in school I don't try. But guess who got a 98? A 98 on my exam, the first one. Yeah, that was me. And guess what? It was open book. And guess who didn't use the book? This person. Because I was scared. So I was terrified that I was gonna fail it. I was terrified. So I was studying, like, for 2 days. 2 days. Night 1 and, like, day of. I was studying like crazy, trying to make sure I knew everything. And then the teacher was like, oh yeah, it's like open textbook. Like, you can use your textbook. It's fine. What? When I found out, I was like, oh my god. And then I was, like, looking at all the test questions, and I was like, girl, I know this. And I was like, you know, I was just writing. It wasn't writing, it was circling, because it was multiple choice questions and not actual writing. But yeah. Who got a 98? Who got a 98? Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't 98. It was 96. Sorry, 96. That was it. Never mind. I got a 96, I think. Yeah, it was 96. Damn it. But yeah, I got, like, I think 3 wrong on the 80. So, 96, actually. Sorry, I'm not that smart. I passed with flying colors. I passed. You didn't. I'm just joking. The first exam, I don't know if it's different in other places if you're doing ground school at the same time I'm doing ground school, but to be honest, the first exam, easiest one in the park, legit easiest one. Like, it's just telling you the basic stuff that you learned in the textbook. Like, wait, hold on, let me bring out the textbook. We're gonna show you the whole thing, whole tour of what you're going to be learning if you're taking flight school, you know? This is flipped, so you can't read it. But it's the freaking Guided Flight Discovery Private Pilot by Jeppesen. What the fuck? Jeppesen. I don't know how to pronounce that. But yeah, this is the freaking textbook that you're going to be using if you are in pilot school. Guess how much it is? Too much. Guess how much it is? It is way too much. It's like $100. It's like $120 for this. I would prefer if you're like, okay, let me say this right now. For the people who, I don't know, if you're wanting to do this, get the online version. There's like an online one, and it's like $20. Pick that over this. But if you do like annotating and stuff like that, I'd say, to be honest, print it out. Like, buy the online version and just print it out and then annotate on that. I'll be honest with you. But since I already have this, it's already too late. It's already too late. And I already written in it and stuff like that. So I'm annotating in real life. So, yeah. But, to be honest, the first exam was legit all these pages. The first exam was this much. Hold on to your panties with that one, because this is a lot of work, to be honest. That much. But it's like basic stuff. It's like, most of the questions are going to be just like the basic ass answers. Like if you were taking like your like driver's ed, it's going to be like, what do you do when you need a turn? What turn signal? Like that. I don't know. I don't know what's on the driver's ed thing. But it's just like the basic like answers that you would need to know if you were like taking a driver's ed, but for like flying. So it's like, how do you like turn? How do you get out of a stall? What is a part of the engine or something like that? You know, like it's basic ass answers. Like I'll tell you. I won't tell you because I don't have it, but it's like, see, like, look, stability. You can't even read it, but it's stability, you know? It's like, what do you need to do? It's going to be telling you that kind of stuff. It's like very basic stuff, you know? Reading maps. Maps are my worst thing. Like, to be honest, I think that was the question that I got wrong. But yeah, see, look, it's going to be like this. This is what the question is going to be like.
Name me this part. Name it right now. Even if you don't know, your plane is gonna explode.
Basically, it's like that. So, it's like, name me this part. What does it do? What is it connected to? Or, like, engine-wise, it's like, oh, what tube thing goes in which part? You know, like, I don't know. It's like stuff like that. It's just, like, basic things. Like,
how does the air move from over and under and through?
Like, it's just, like, basic stuff. That it's, like, kind of like having a car. It's like basically having a person tell you, like, what blinker do you use? Where do you put the gas in? Like, where do you put the gas in? How do you turn the car? What do you do if the car starts to swerve? Like, it's basically like that, except fly away. You know, it's like that. It's like, but just in the air. So, it's like basic stuff. This exam is going to be about weather and what to do. And I am not prepared. I'm not prepared for that. But yeah, I've used this much of the freaking notebook. It's not that much, but to be honest, it's front and back, by the way. It's front and back. Front and back, full of that. Like, it doesn't look that much, but it is that much. To be honest, I haven't used these. I don't use these, like, at all. I go through the textbook, and that's what I'm looking at, and that's what I'm memorizing. This stuff that I'm writing in my notebook is like chicken scratch. It's basically just chicken scratch because I cannot read my handwriting, like, at all. Like, at all. I cannot read it. So, like, and my handwriting's bad either way, and I'm trying to write fast, and, like, I don't know what to, like, put on them, like, at notes, because usually in school, the teacher's always like, oh, yeah, write down this. Put this down in your notes, you know, like, that's what I need, actual, like, people telling me what to do, and I will remember, you know. But, like, with this, it's like, okay, this is the slide. This is the slide full of all this information. Okay, next slide. It's like that. I'm like, oh my god, what do I even write? So I'm like, because I don't want to write definitions. I don't need definitions in my brain. I just need how not to die. Tell me what to do not to die, and if I die, what am I gonna do? Pray? Like, I don't know. So, yeah. And I don't even use notes in general, basically. Like in school, notes, no. I used like Quizlet, I don't know. But yeah. Photographic memory? No. It's just in my brain. And then once the exam happens, it's gone. It's like, take that out, throw it in the trash. It's gone. We don't need it anymore. So, yeah. But with the exams, it's like 80% you pass. And you're good. Which scares me a little bit. Which scares me. Because imagine if there's like a person that is like barely passing who got like 80% and now they're your like pilot, your commercial pilot. Like imagine that. Like I would be scared. Now that's why I'm like trying to like learn everything I can to just make sure I'm like passing. Like my goal right now is just to get over 90%. Like 90% is like the lowest, the minimum I'm thinking. Like 90 is like, dude, what the hell is going on with you? 95 is like, okay, and then up is just like, let's go. That's what it is. Like, if I'm barely passing this class, do you think I'm gonna be like passing? I'm gonna be passing away. That's basically what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be passing away in the sky, on the ground. Basically, we're gonna go fully onto the ground, blows up. I don't know. I'm just scared. I'm scared of driving a car. Now I'm going to be in a flying car, basically, before I'm driving. That scares me a little bit. And I don't know why in my brain I trust being in the sky more than I trust being in a car. I don't know why. It's just like in my brain, it's just like flying easier in a car, but we're gonna die. So I don't know. Oh yeah, class is like 3 hours long. Jesus. That's what I need to actually get off my chest. Class is 3 hours long. When it makes sense. But why? Like, come on. I'd rather have like 3 days out of the week going into flight school. Actually, no. To be honest, no. That's basically what I'm doing. It's just ground school. In like, I think in March, I'm going to get a flight instructor. Crazy. I'm going to get a flight instructor, so then it's kind of like a driver, like a driving instructor. Yeah, like behind the wheel. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. I'm going to get a flight instructor. Turns out that stuff is like super major expensive. And I'm not rich. So, yeah, please subscribe. Please subscribe because I need to hit 500 subscribers in order to make money. So, you're helping me out. Be my pilot so then I can be a pilot and then maybe I can fly you guys around. I can fly you guys around with the money that I make. Yeah. And then we can do a giveaway. In the future, we'll do a giveaway where I'm going to take you guys on a flight and then I'll fly you around wherever you want to go. Yeah. Actually, I would do that, to be honest. I would do that if I was making money off of YouTube. I would do giveaways every single month where I'd fly any person who's like a subscriber around. Actually, do it. Actually, that's such a good idea. Actually, subscribe. This is for a good cause because maybe you'll be the lucky person that once I get my license, you will be flying in the air with me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. That's just what's happening right now. Sometimes, maybe some weeks, maybe like I'll be posting every other week. I've been trying to keep up with schedule, but yeah, I know for a fact it's going to be every week. I just need to know what I'm doing, you know? But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please watch this video if you have. If you watched all the way to the end, I love you. If you want more updates, please comment down below because I don't know if I'm going to be updating. I do update on my Instagram like every single time. That's where I'm updating most of the time is on my Instagram. So I don't know if you want to follow my Instagram. Yeah, that's where I do most of my updates. Where I do most of my updates for YouTube videos, for like anything in my life. You like anybody who follows me on Instagram hears it first before everybody else. So there you go. And if you have stayed this long, I actually have more videos if you want to see me like talk a lot, or me mess up my hair and kill it, or do makeup. I have a lot of different things on my page. If you ever wanted a new YouTuber to watch, there's a couple videos you can see. Yeah. Love you. Actually. Te amo. Anyways. So yeah.
See ya.